guys, Ashley here, and today, welcome back to Seduce Me, the Otome, and let's get right into it, shall we? Because I am curious to find out what's happening. Okay, there we go. The car rolled to a stop, and I drifted out of my thoughts. Also, I turned off the SFX down a little bit, because I think that was a little loud. Alright, tell Mom I love her.
Alright.
I love you, Dad. No, make sure to come by and visit us often. No, I'm going to miss you lots. Nothing other than a blank stare. I paused a bit before reaching for the car door handle, waiting for any form of goodbye, but he didn't speak again. I sighed and exited the car, hearing my dad pop open the trunk. The bags I packed last night were large enough to carry only the things I needed. I took them out, placed one bag on each shoulder, and closed the trunk. He then drove off, leaving me alone in the front of the mansion. I watched the blue car fade into the distance of the road before turning to see my new home. There it is. It's huge. My grandfather gave me this. It's hard to believe. The house was framed by tall gates. I hesitantly pushed them aside to take in the entire estate. The house still looked like it when I last visited him. At a glance, it seemed kind of intimidating with its size, though if I came closer, it was clear that there was more to it than that. The brick walls were framed by shrubbery and lovely flowers, giving it a homey and welcoming look, but in contrast, the tall doors into the house gave me a feeling of grandeur. Who knew what was waiting for me? But I wouldn't back down at this moment. I took out the key to the front door and unlocked them. Well, might as well make myself at home. I'll be staying here for quite a while anyways. That's when I saw them. Hold on. Lying on the floor was a group of men. They were all unconscious. There were no explanation as to why they were here in the first place. I dropped my bags as I left the door closed on its own behind me. Huh? Who the heck are these guys? Why are they here? What's going on? Some of them had open wounds. The blood was staining the floor, and the scent was intermingling with the air. I couldn't help but feel bad for them instinctively, but still I was shocked and a bit angry at the sudden intrusion. My mind suddenly went from caring and concern to confused and demanding answers. Who are you people? No response. I'll call the police. Still nothing. None of them seemed to be awake. It seemed surreal to have random strangers in the house I just moved into, but I wanted answers quickly. That was until... Eep! Get away from me!
Woman, you're going to let me kiss you.
I couldn't believe within a mere blink of an eye, one of the men went from lying on the floor to being right in front of my face. What was even more odd was the fact that I felt serene and calm about it. Slowly, desire burned from my chest, telling me to accept his kiss, even when my mind vehemently refused. Wait.
Good.
What the heck? I'm confused now. What? As he kissed me, I could feel my body go weak. I didn't know why, but that kiss was draining me of my energy, and yet it was so good it made my heart sing. What? Why? It was a strange and tingling feeling that danced over every nerve of my body. I could feel streams of entangled energy run through my veins and into my lips. felt odd, but at the same time, it felt amazing.
Sam, stop it. Hmm?
I'm confused at what's happening right now. What just happened? If that were me, like, as in, like, real life, if it was a real life situation, I'd be like, no! You come near my face, you get an automatic punch to the face. No! That's not okay. At least he asked. Person kissing me, Sam was his name? I glanced behind him.
I said stop. Now. Fine.
Finally, he pulled back, and I was left standing there in a daze. What? Huh? I couldn't tell what was going on. My mind was completely enwrapped by the kiss that melted into the depths of my forgotten memories.
Please forgive my brother. He's a bit reckless. At least I feel a hell of a lot better than you right now.
What just happened?
Because you used your abilities on her.
Abilities?
Sam, you're such a reckless brute. Taking advantage of a beautiful young woman like her.
Okay, I like this character.
Shut that pretty boy mouth of yours before I rip it off your pretty boy face. Jeez, you guys. Can we not fight right now? Not all of us are in the best state.
First off, I would be like questioning, like, why are you here? Why?
I guess you are right, Matthew. I agree.
However, as the men got up and started to chat freely, my thoughts began to resemble, and I remember my confusion and anger once before, only now it was multiplied tenfold. What? What?
Huh? Did you say something beautiful?
Okay, I could tell he's a flirtatious guy. And I exploded. What is going on? What? Again, I'm not gonna say that word. Are you in my house? Why are you all bleeding? You guys me, who are you? I couldn't help exploding, but after being taken advantage of and being left in a mush state, my words escaped without filter. It definitely scared the men around me, even the guy who kissed me. Okay, that sounds like me. Wait a second, the guy who kissed me?
Ouch! What's your problem?
What's your problem? You can't just go around forcing people to kiss you like that. Are you some kind of pervert?
Pervert! It was only a kiss!
It might mean nothing to you, but it meant a lot to me.
What? Was it your first kiss? Ow! Hey! What was that for?
I know first kisses aren't exactly amazing and full of sparkles like out of fairy tale, but at least I expected it to be more than just something forced on me.
So it was your first kiss. Stop making such a big deal out of it.
3, 2, 1, you get punched. Oh, never mind. Are you asking to get punched again?
Well, what do you want me to do? It's not like I can somehow take it back.
You should at least apologize. That would suffice. As if to himself, he muttered something under his breath.
Why do I always look like the bad guy? Apologies aren't my forte, but I'll try my best. Okay, fine. I'm sorry.
Sorry about what?
I'm sorry for kissing you like that. I went too far.
He sighed and ran his fingers through his hair.
I didn't mean for it to turn out that way. It's just, I act on impulse, okay? It's difficult to control myself and... What am I saying?
It's okay, I get what you're trying to say. Thank you for the apology.
Yeah, no problem.
Anyway, if you try to pull any funny business in the future, just a fair warning, I know Taekwondo. I think I've bickered enough. Time to get back to the main issue. So, what exactly are you all doing in my house?
Miss, please forgive us in our intrusion. We didn't know this abode belonged to anyone, nor did we have the time to take that into consideration.
What? What do you mean you can't just barge into people's houses? Or homes?
We wouldn't have had to if we weren't as wounded as we are currently. We just escaped from a deadly fight that could have ended our lives. Luckily for us, your home was near and the windows were unlocked, so we quickly came inside.
The last I remembered, there are laws preventing strangers from stepping on private property, although considering the severity of their wounds, it had to be serious. I guess that explains the wounds, but not why you kissed me. You had absolutely no right to do that.
Well, lovely flustered lady, it's hard to explain, truly. We're not exactly normal.
Not normal. What are you guys? Demons or something? I was joking, but the boys seem to take my question differently.
Well, yeah, actually, something like that.
Wait, what? No one told me about demons in this game. Eh?
We're incubi, miss. Demons who consume and use sexual energy of humans to survive.
Oh, now I get it. Incubi demons that haunt humans and make them sex-crazed monsters, the mythical beings that could look like anyone just to get into your pants? The imaginary monsters you only saw in movies or on TV? What?
Hello? Did you hear him?
We're telling the truth.
Do you think she's still processing it?
Yes, and she'll understand right about...
Right, that was funny while lasting, but it's time to cut the joke. Incubi don't exist. There was no way they actually exist. That would be practically impossible.
Ahem. Incubi is the correct plural form. And yes, we do exist.
Prove it. As soon as the words left my mouth, I instantly regretted them.
Very well. Eric, go ahead.
Very well.
No.
My sweet, you're so tempting with such non-belief. Let me ease your mind with
What?
a tender kiss.
You kissed
I
me?
promise
You get an
you'll
automatic
enjoy
punch.
every minute of it. And maybe you'll even want more.
What? No, 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 no. Once again, I was lost in full of calm and serenity. Staring into Eric's eyes, I felt waves of heat course through my chest and onto my face, panting, my cheeks red in their wake. I couldn't help but nod and agree to his offer. Yeah, okay, no. With another kiss, my heart began to burn once again in my chest, and my mind was sent spinning in heated, passion-filled pleasures. Once more, I could feel my body drain of energy as he kissed me.
All right, that's enough.
Aw, very well. I feel so much better.
Okay. First off, if this was a real life situation, I'd be like, why? Again, if any of you do any funny business, you all get an automatic punch to the face. That would be me. That would be me. I don't care if they're cute. I would be like, no, force a kiss on me, you're dead. That's how it works. As he pulled away, I was left in mental mush pool. I felt weak in the knees despite my will demanding me to stand straight in front of the boys before me. The world around me began to spin as I tried to speak. I think I'm going to...
What are our manners? I'm James, and these are my brothers. Sam, Eric, Matthew, and Damien.
Miss, are you okay? Shit. She fainted.
I couldn't believe it. Incubi Real is all spun around in my head until I saw only black. Floating in darkness, my mind kept replaying the scene over and over again, reminding my body of the touch of lips against mine. However, I began to feel smooth silk around me and my eyelids unwillingly opened. Where I woke to find myself in an unfamiliar place. Where was Mom, Dad? I was pretty sure this wasn't my room. Oh wait, I live at grandfather's house now. Of course it would be unfamiliar. I rubbed my eyes and surveyed my surroundings. I was still in the clothes that I arrived at the house in, but I was laying in a silk-covered bed. I remember coming in the afternoon. So how was it nighttime already? Suppressing a yawn, I stretched my arms. Maybe I should order some food or delivery. I was about to sit up when I suddenly realized I wasn't alone.
You're awake.
How long has he been standing there, and who the heck was he? A guy in my bedroom? Did we, there's no way. No. Sorry. I think I was saying my thoughts aloud. Why was I apologizing? Why was I apologizing to a stranger who only said 2 words since I woke up? Wait, he looked eerily familiar. Then it all came back to me. He was an incubus. He and his brothers came here for refuge, and 2 of them kissed me, and I fainted. And that was how things came to be. He was leaning against the far wall looking at me. My heart began to race as I thought of the endless list of possibilities this situation brought to me. I hated the thought of being under an incubus's power, especially in a bedroom. I'm gonna be calm because I would be calm and collected, but at the same time, I would probably keep my guard up, as in, like, if he comes near me, I'd be like, eh. Like, I would move a little far away if he comes near me. I took a deep breath. I was sure that if any of them wanted to take advantage of me, they would have already. Yeah, I'm awake now.
That's good.
I'm gonna save. Boop. And back. I saw a small form of a smile on his face, which made me blush a bit. Why? Why, though? One thing still concerned me, though.
I'm not going to use my powers on you.
Huh? How?
I can read minds. It's an ability I was born with. Each of us has a different ability, outside of our usual mind-altering powers.
Oh, great, even more surprises. My worry about the situation I was in grew. I see. How long have I been asleep?
For a few hours. It's already gotten quite dark outside.
Ah, well, where are the others?
My brothers are downstairs, cleaning up the blood from the lobby floor. And making you dinner as an apology.
Oh, okay, that's unexpectedly sweet.
Oh, it's the least we can do after invading your home, and 2 of us using our powers on you.
You've got a point. Right, I had forgotten about that. It still irked me that they had practically taken advantage of me at that point. Even if they were demons, it was pretty rude to demonstrate their powers by kissing me. I was not some toy they could use. All of this seemed unreal. It was like something out of those romantic novels Naomi read. I wished I could have just went back to sleep and forgotten all about this. Same. Maybe I should have called the police on them. Then I never would have landed in this situation.
Do you feel well enough to get out of bed?
Yeah, I think so. Whoa!
Trust me, I won't let you go.
I'm not sure about this.
I promise.
Okay, I trust you.
Good.
I was speechless. He was carrying me as if I weighed nothing. He was so strong.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's alright. I'm used to
I decided to close my mouth for the time being. I didn't want to weird him out of making things more awkward than they already were. Well, he didn't seem to mind carrying me or listening to me talk, so at least things weren't too strange. Damien seemed very quiet and calm about everything, especially with the situation we were in. However, there was a sort of longing in his eyes. When he looked at me, that wasn't lustful, it was more in admiration. Once we reached the lobby, I decided that I felt well enough to walk on my own. As strong as he was, it was like he was carrying nothing. I didn't want to make him carry me everywhere. Yeah, that would be mortifying. Thanks for carrying me, but I think I could walk by myself now. Not saying that I didn't like it. I mean, I like, not in a weird way, of course. It's not like I get carried around all the time. What I'm trying to say is that it was really nice of you to do that. I started to fumble over my words again, real smooth.
It's no problem. I'll be heading to the dining room then.
Alright, see you. Okay, I like Damien. He's cool. I like him. He's cool. He gently lowered me to the ground before he walked off quietly, disappearing into the shadows of the dark lobby.
Oh, hi!
Suddenly, a boy who looked around my age, or possibly younger, bounced over to me. He looked vaguely familiar. Oh, wait. Ah, you're Matthew, right?
Mm-hmm, that's me. Are you feeling any better now? We were all worried when you suddenly passed out.
I'm fine.
Really? Your face is kind of red. Do you feel sick?
No. I'm fine, I'm sure of it. I must have been blushing when Damien was carrying me downstairs. How embarrassing.
Well, if you say so. I hope Sam and Eric didn't make you upset.
It's okay. After all, I did hit Sam after what he did. As for Eric, I just wanted you guys to prove to me what you were saying. I suppose incubi are real then? I wondered how exactly I got myself into this mess. First my grandfather, then my fight with my father, blowing up Lucette, and... Okay,
Oh,
whoops.
I have an idea.
I bumped my arm. He shoved his hands into his pockets with a cheery grin on his face.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
But... Is he trying to do a magic trick?
Ta-da!
What is it? I can't tell what it is. What is that exactly? He smiled as if to wave it off, but when he opened his eyes and saw what he was holding, his face froze in shock.
Wait a second. What did I just make? This is...
What he produced from his pocket was a creepy looking doll.
Ah, what is that?
I'm not sure. What the heck? His face paled considerably and he dropped it on the floor, scooting away frantically.
Get it away from me! It might be possessed by a demon or something!
But isn't he a demon? What?
That's not what I wanted to make! I just wanted to surprise you with a stuffed animal or just something to cheer you up. That looks like it came straight out of a horror movie.
He slumped his shoulders and looked down at his feet. It's okay. You don't have to look so dejected. I mean, it's certainly unique.
But it looks so creepy.
It's the thought that counts, right? You wanted to cheer me up after all. I picked up the doll and took a closer look. Sure, it seemed pretty weird at first, but it could be cured from a certain angle. I gave him a small smile. Thanks.
You're welcome. It's good to see you smiling, even though the thing I made still kind of creeps me out. Anyway, you should come with me to the dining room. We're almost finished with the food, and, well, I don't mean to brag, but we're pretty decent chefs.
Sounds great. Lead the way. Something smells good. My stomach rumbled in agreement. I was starving.
Oh, the girl's awake.
Excuse you, I have a name, you know.
Should we really care?
Sam, I I will roast that tongue for dinner if it doesn't stop flapping in that idiotic mouth of yours.
Sam, you're about to be on my death list.
Whatever.
I apologize for his attitude.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Good. I hope you'll enjoy the meal we prepared for you.
Meal? For a second, my mind didn't understand what James meant. Maybe it was the shock from the doll getting into my head and distracting me. That right. Oh, Damien and Matthew mentioned that they were making dinner as an apology. Oh, wait, you didn't have to.
We insist. Besides, it's quite impossible to undo our cooking, even if you command us to.
Alright, well, thank you. Matthew put down the last of the plates on the table and bowed a bit exaggerately to me, gesturing to the table with a sweeping motion.
There we go. Dinner's all served.
The table was filled with food from an electric section of cuisines. One portion of the table was filled with elegantly plated Asian food, and another portion some yummy-looking desserts. And there were yet more and more plates than I could have possibly imagined. Whoa, that's a lot of food. It looks amazing.
We hope you enjoy it, my sweet.
I don't like flirts. If he's gonna keep flirting with me, he's gonna yeah. What? Sweet? Me?
That's enough, Eric.
You're no fun, James.
I don't need to be fun, Eric. Miss, please follow me.
I didn't know what came over me, whether it was his manners or his powers, but I couldn't help but take his offered arm. James seemed very kind and intelligent. Aside from that, there was something that set him apart from his brothers, not to mention he didn't really seem to hold much appreciation for them.
Miss, I have to ask, why do you live alone?
Oh, well, it's kind of a long story.
I'm all ears if you wish to tell.
I don't know anything really about them other than the powers, but it'll be nice. To put it briefly, I just moved in today.
That explains the luggage you brought in when you came through the front doors. By the way, we put your belongings in the room you were sleeping in. That seems to be the master bedroom, I believe.
Thanks. This house is really big. I don't think I even explored the entirety of the estate when I was a child.
You lived here before?
No, truth be told, this was my grandfather's house. I used to visit him all the time when I was younger.
May I ask why you now live in your grandfather's house?
He actually passed away yesterday. It was bequeathed to me in his will and and I was sent to live here whether I liked it or not.
My condolences. It seems like you don't like the idea of living here.
It's not that I don't like this house or don't have fond memories of being here. It's just the implications that come with staying at this estate. It's sort of complicated to explain.
How do you feel about it?
I certainly wasn't expecting that question, but it was a nice surprise. It was different from what I had heard the entire day at school. I appreciated the fact that he was willing to listen. I feel angry, sad, scared, and confused. It's hard picking out the different emotions that I'm feeling right now. I wish I was stronger.
You don't have to be strong.
What do you mean?
I understand that you're going through a difficult time, so it's okay to feel those emotions. You don't have to be strong at all.
Thank you.
Are you alright? There seems to be a small bruise on your cheek.
Wait, what? No! Forgot about... No! I had completely forgotten my cheek, but even if I remembered, I thought no one would have noticed something as small as that. I'm fine. He stopped and leaned in close, a bit too close for comfort. Inspecting my face, he was really quite tall, having to bend over quite a bit just to look at my face. It was hard to look at him, especially when he was so close. After a few seconds, he straightened up and began walking again.
Well, if you're having any problems, I'm always here to listen.
That's really kind of you to offer.
My pleasure. Here's your seat.
I really want to invite
Let me
these...
get your chair for you, lovely lady.
Why couldn't it be the other guy? Why couldn't it be James? Because Eric's a big, huge flirt. I feel like these guys are gonna just end up living here. Or a house nearby. Oh, Eric was charming and his smile pulled at my heart. The way he kept flirting with me definitely designated him as the playboy of the brothers. Yeah, I noticed that there was a little distance in his eyes.
By the way, I apologize for my behavior earlier. Stealing your second kiss like that.
Huh? Oh, yeah, when I didn't believe that they were yeah, it's fine, I guess. I mean, you didn't just get up and grab a kiss for no reason.
I'm not as forward, unlike Sam.
Suddenly, Eric leaned in and whispered in my ear.
I won't lie, though. I enjoyed kissing you and feeling you melt in my arms.
I was torn between smacking him and trying to play it cool. Be cool. You sure are quite the charmer.
Yes, I am known for that.
As much as I appreciate the constant compliments, you don't have to keep talking to me like that, you know.
Like what?
He batted his eyelids as if he had no idea what he was talking about, and I couldn't help but laugh. Well, like you're trying to get into my pants half the time.
I can assure you, I'm just a lover of beautiful women.
Something tells me that there's more to it than that. For a moment, he looked away, losing a bit of a smile. Before I could question it, though, he turned back to me with a new teasing smile.
Did you want there to be more?
No, I didn't want to hit him, but I didn't know how to react, so I couldn't look at him. He merely chuckled again in my ear.
Sorry. You just look so cute when you're blushing.
I felt my face heat up simply from his words. Then Eric took my hand and kissed it gently. Ah.
I hope you'll enjoy dinner, however, my dear.
Like, I don't want to be rude to these guys, but some of the time I really want to be rude. Oh, jeez. Is that really the time already? Yeah. So, guys, I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna end the episode off here today. And if you guys like it, please remember to subscribe, like, and comment. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.